Today we are talking about electrical capacitance or capacity. Since we know the charge and potential are directly proportional to each other. When charge is given to a conductor, its potential is gradually increases. So charge and potential are directly proportional. Q is proportional to V. When this proportional is removed, we will get a constant. That constant is denoted by C, and this constant C is called capacitance or capacity. Therefore, C is equal to Q upon V. The unit of the charge is coulomb and the unit of the potential is volt, but the unit of the capacitance or capacity is farad. So coulomb upon volt is equal to farad. The electrical capacitance of a conductor is related to its ability to store maximum electric charge, and therefore we can define it. The capacitance of a conductor is equal to the ratio of charge given to the conductor to the rise in its potential. The dimensional formula for capacitance, that is Q upon V. Therefore for Q it is A to the power 1 and T to the power 1, and for V it is M to the power 1, L to the power 2, T to the power minus 3 and A to the power minus 1. So it becomes M to the power minus 1, L to the power minus 2, T to the power 4 and A to the power 2. A conductor is said to have a capacity of 1 farad when charge of 1 coulomb raises its potential by 1 volt. The capacity of a conductor is affected by 3 factors. So therefore the factors affecting the capacity of a conductor, the first one is the size or area of the conductor. The second one, the nature of the medium in which the conductor is located. And the third one is presence of another uncharged conductor. Then the another one is known as electrostatic shielding. And the meaning of this, the phenomenon of making a region free from any electric field is called electrostatic shielding. It is based on the fact that electric field vanishes inside the cavity of a hollow conductor. Application of the electrostatic shielding, sensitive component of electronic devices are shielded from external electric disturbance by placing metal sheets around them. Today we are talking about the capacitor. This is the symbol for the capacitor, and a capacitor is an arrangement of 2 conductors separated by an insulating medium that is used to store electric charge and electric energy. For that, suppose this is a conductor AB, and according to its capacity it will be charged by positive charge. Now due to the induction phenomenon, when another identical conductor is placed near it, opposite charge develop on the inner surface of this conductor and the same charge develop on the outer surface of this conductor. When this outer surface is connected to earth, this charge which is present on this outer surface goes to earth. Now due to the presence of this opposite charge, the potential of this first plate AB is slightly decreased, and we know potential and capacity are inversely proportional to each other. So when potential is decreases, its capacity is increases. So this arrangement is known as capacitor. Now the first capacitor is parallel plate capacitor. For that we are considering these 2 plates. One is this one AB and another is this one CD. Let the positive charge is given to this first plate. So due to the induction phenomenon, opposite charge develop on the inner surface of the second plate. Same charge develop on the outer surface that goes to earth. Let the distance between the two plates is d. Now we have to derive the formula for its capacity. For that we have supposed distance between the plates is small d, area of each plate that is equal to A, and the charge given to the first plate is Q. Now we know that E is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0, but sigma, that is surface charge density, is equal to Q upon A. So therefore E will be equal to Q upon A epsilon 0. But we know V is equal to potential is equal to intensity into distance. So therefore substituting the value of E in this, we will get V is equal to Q by A epsilon 0 into D, because here we have supposed the distance is D. But capacity is equal to Q by V. So therefore from equation 3, substituting the value, C is equal to Q upon A epsilon 0 into D. This Q and Q cancel, so C will be equal to A epsilon 0 upon D. Today we have to calculate the energy stored in a parallel plate capacitor. For that we are considering the parallel plate capacitor. The first plate of the capacitor is AB and the second plate of that capacitor is CD. Suppose we want to give the charge plus Q to the first plate of the capacitor. Therefore due to the induction, this opposite charge minus Q will be developed on the inner surface of the second plate. Let the capacity of the capacitor is C. At any instant the charge on the first plate of capacitor, that is equal to Q. So therefore potential V will and capacity will be equal to Q by V. Therefore potential is equal to Q by C. But potential into charge is equal to work, and therefore we will suppose let a small amount of the charge given to plate AB at that instant is equal to dq. So therefore work is also small, that is dw. dw will be equal to q by c, because potential is equal to q by c and charge is dq. This is the small work done in giving the charge dq to the plate AB. Now for finding the total work we have to integrate it. So integrating both sides, so integration of dw, that is equal to 1 by c integral of q dq, that is from 0 to q, because the limits are taken 0 and q. 0 because there was no charge initially on the plate AB, and finally the charge on the plate AB is q. Integration of this, that is equal to w, 1 by c as it is, and integration of q, that is equal to q square by 2, limits 0 to q. This 2 is taken out, so it is 1 by 2c, q square 0 to q. Now substituting the limits, so it becomes q square minus 0, and therefore it is 1 by 2 q square upon c. But you know work and energy are equal, so energy will be denoted by U, and it is equal to 1 by 2 q square upon c. This is the first formula for the energy. But q is equal to c into v, so from equation 2 u will be equal to 1 by 2 c square v square upon c. This c and c cancel, so the second formula for the energy is 1 by 2 cv square. But c is equal to q by v, substituting this value in equation 3, so therefore we will get u is equal to 1 by 2 q upon v into v square. This v and v cancel, so energy will be equal to 1 by 2 q into v. That means for energy there are three formula. First one is this one, u is equal to 1 by 2 q square upon c. That means if charge and capacity are given, then we can use this formula. Second formula for energy is this one, 1 by 2 CV square. If capacitance and potential are given, then we will use this formula. And the third formula for energy is this one, U is equal to 1 by 2 Q into V. It means if charge and potential are given, then we will use this formula.